I'm Angelina Jaspers, and I'm a Flex Marketing Pro. I created the Marketing Flex to help smart marketers lay a more efficient, focused, and accountable marketing foundation, one that can flex with the speed of business. Flexes are focused in 5 areas: strategy and planning, optimization, transformation, environmental sustainability, and the integration of brand with demand. Each week, I cover a real-life marketing challenge and provide a framework and how-to steps to master it. Now let me introduce this week's Flex. How to turn marketing vendors into strategic partners. Whether we call them vendors or suppliers, these agencies and individuals provide a valuable service to marketing departments as they extend our reach, provide a specialized skill we don't have in-house, provide an outsourced service at a lower cost, or provide fortification during peak periods when we're short-handed. The problem occurs when there is a proliferation and overabundance of marketing suppliers, many used on a piecemeal or tactical basis. The benefits of moving from vendors to strategic partnerships are straightforward. We can improve our brand consistency, quality, and purchasing clout by working with a significantly reduced set of marketing agencies that we work with as partners. Not only is it easier to manage a smaller cadre of agencies, but it can dramatically make our marketing more efficient and more effective. So what makes a good partnership? I believe there are 5 characteristics. They are mutual. There are equal amounts of pain and gain in the relationship. They are strategic. They are not engaged for one-off deliverables. Rather, they know how all the deliverables tie together. They are integrated. They are involved in key discussions and introduced to key decision makers. They are committed. They have a consistent team of A players in place to support the partnership, and they are accountable. There are metrics to quantify the value of the partnership on both sides. Great. Then how do we get started? There are 3 key steps for moving from marketing vendor to strategic partner. First, the relationship needs to have strong management. It needs executive sponsors, both within the company and the agency, which is very helpful for escalations, as well as providing strategic guidance. There also needs to be identified point persons on both sides who are responsible for managing the day-to-day operations. Second, there needs to be an appropriate balance of trade. Whether we're an apparel, automotive, or technology manufacturer, nothing is more aggravating than to have agency personnel show up for a meeting with a competitive product. If you're not walking the talk, you're not a strategic partner. Third, by their very nature, strategic partnerships result in the use of fewer agency partners. A good place to start is conducting an analysis of our current marketing spend by category and by vendor. Let me show you 2 ways to do this. Work across the marketing leads of our companies and have them provide you the data. I call this bottoms up. Or you can work with procurement to pull the actual spend data by commodity code from our accounting systems. I call this tops down. I actually suggest you do both and compare the 2. Keep in mind that the 2 sets of data will be at odds with one another and generate lots of internal discussion. This is healthy and necessary in order to get buy-in for any supplier rationalization we might initiate. Here is an example of a marketing spend analysis. Select your top marketing categories by spend, analyze how concentrated or fragmented our spend is across our supplier base, and put a goal in place. Then work with procurement to develop an approved supplier list, an ASL, at a global, region, or even country level that meets the needs of the respective business units. The goal should be to have at least 80% of our marketing spend in any given category with ASL suppliers. The end result is fewer vendors, more strategic partners, a more efficient and effective marketing operation, and we'll be one step closer to marketing excellence. If you found this week's Flex useful, feel free to share with others, provide comments, or suggest additional topics, and most important, apply it to your work today. I also invite you to join me. You can receive the Marketing Flex in your inbox on a weekly basis by signing up on my website. See you next week.